Mark chapter 7, verses 31 to 37. Then Jesus left the vicinity of Tyre and went through Sidon, down to the Sea of Galilee and to the region of the Decapolis. There some people brought to him a man who was deaf and could hardly talk, and they begged him to place his hand on the man. After he took him aside, away from the crowd, Jesus put his fingers into the man's ears. Then he spit and touched the man's tongue. He looked up to heaven, and with a deep sigh he said, Ephphatha, which means, be opened. At this the man's ears were opened, and his tongue was loosened, and he could speak plainly. Jesus commanded him not to tell anyone, but the more he did, the more they kept talking about it. People were overwhelmed with amazement. He has done everything well, they said. He even makes the deaf hear and the mute speak.
Hey, Ben.
Yep, Bernie?
Has the mail come?
Has the mail come?
Yeah, you know, the post, the mail, letters and stuff.
Yeah, I know what the mail is, the post and letters and stuff. But Bernie, it's still really early in the morning. The mail doesn't come this early.
Oh, man, I keep waiting and waiting and waiting.
Are you waiting for a letter or a postcard or something?
Hey, Ben.
Yep.
Remember that skateboard competition?
Is that the one where you had to film your tricks at home? And then you sent it in? And then if you won...
I got a new skateboard.
Or let me guess.
Yeah.
You're waiting to see if your video cameras come so you can film yourself.
No, silly. I have a camera already.
Oh, okay. Well, then what are you waiting for?
Well, I already went in the competition.
Oh, so you're waiting to see if there's a letter to tell you that you've won the competition.
No, they emailed me.
Oh, they emailed you? What did they say?
I won the competition, so I get a new skateboard. And I'm just waiting for my new skateboard.
Oh, so you're waiting for the mail. So you want a new parcel. And in that parcel will be your new skateboard.
Yeah.
Well, I'm waiting for that too, because then you'll have a lot more fun with your new skateboard.
Yeah, that's right.
But Bernie.
What's that?
When did you get that email?
Yesterday night.
Last night.
Yeah, that's right.
So you're not actually waiting that long.
Yeah, it's like 12 hours already.
Yeah, Bernie, 12 hours isn't actually that long.
What do you mean?
Well, God's people had been waiting hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years.
Were they getting a new skateboard?
No, well, much better than the new skateboard.
What's that?
God promised that he was going to spend his special one to come and fix up the world.
Oh, yeah, that's better than a skateboard.
That's right, and God's people had been waiting for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds
of years, and then the postman came and said, here's your parcel.
No.
What do you mean? There's no parcel?
There was no parcel. You see, Jesus was the one who came to fix everything up. Jesus was the one they were waiting for.
How'd you know that?
Well, hundreds and hundreds of years before Jesus came to earth, one of God's people was a prophet. He got messages from God. His name was Isaiah. And he said God's special one would be somebody who could make the deaf hear and could make the mute.
What's that mean?
Mute means you can't speak.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes I wish you were mute.
That's not very nice. But anyway, Isaiah said God's special one would make the deaf hear and the mute be able to speak again.
And did Jesus do that?
Yeah, that's right. Jesus did that. See, one day Jesus was walking along and some people brought to him a man who was deaf.
He couldn't hear?
He couldn't hear and he couldn't speak properly.
Was he a mute?
He was deaf and he was mute. And Jesus came up to the man and he put his fingers in his ears.
Oh, that is so gross.
It is a bit of gross. And he spat and he put his hand on his tongue.
Oh, that's not very healthy.
It was okay. And then Jesus said, be opened.
And then there was lots and lots of blood.
What do you mean?
Well, he opened his ears up and then the blood came out, and he opened his tongue up and then the blood came out. And then there was lots and lots of blood.
No. When Jesus said be open, it wasn't because he was opening up his ears or his tongue so blood came out.
Oh, there was a trapdoor.
What do you mean there was a trapdoor?
Jesus said be opened and the trapdoor opened.
No. When Jesus said be opened, he was saying ears start working properly and tongue start working properly.
Oh, so you mean he was saying you can hear now and you can speak now?
That's exactly right. Jesus was saying be opened, be healed, work properly again.
And then what happened?
Well, this man could now hear and this man could now talk. See, Jesus is God's special one because Jesus has God's power, because Jesus is God and he was the promised one who came to fix the world up.
Oh, and they waited hundreds and hundreds of years.
They did wait hundreds and hundreds of years, but God always keeps his promises, and he sent Jesus to fix the world up. So I'm going to pray and thank God for that.
Oh yeah, let's pray.
Dear God, thank you so much that Jesus is the one you promised. Thank you that Jesus came just at the right time to fix the world up. Help us to trust Jesus. Amen.
Amen. Hey Ben,
Yep.
can we check the mail now?
No, well, Bernie, the postman still hasn't come, but maybe if we sit tight, maybe in a day or two your skateboard could come, and then when it comes you can tell us all about it.
Oh man, I hate waiting. Oh, what am I going to do?
Well, maybe you can go on one of your old skateboards and do some more tricks with that.
Oh yeah, that sounds good. See everybody.
See everybody, we'll see you tomorrow.